Welcome
What's up,
back,
guys?
we didn't coordinate who was gonna say the first thing.
And as time goes by, I know I'm in a better place. I'm in a better place.
Welcome back. What's up?
Hi. Today we are doing some exciting things. We're just gonna do a little vlog for you guys.
So the other day we were, well, first of all, Abbie has her memory gone.
I have issues.
She does not remember a single thing. And I know there's supposed to be like this new mom brain, but it seems worse than that.
It's not that. Like, I literally don't remember so much of the birth. I don't remember like conversations we had a week ago. We watched all the raw footage, like the raw footage of my birth, and I was like, I don't remember any of this.
Right, because I was filming like the whole time we were in the hospital pretty much. So there's so much footage that we have, and we actually wanted to show it to you guys.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put it in this vlog, so stay tuned because there's gonna be a lot of
There's so
stuff.
much unseen birth vlog footage that's like me saying dumb crap during the C-section. I didn't even know that they had to give me extra drugs after the C-section. Like,
Yeah, there's just been so many times since Harbor has been born that I have been like talking about something and she's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, we talked about this last week. We had a full-on conversation.
something's going on with you guys. Something is going on. But anyway, that's what we're doing today. I thought I'd sit down and kind of talk about how I'm feeling about how I didn't get my home birth, since you guys have been asking about that. Kind of wanted to process my emotions, see where I'm at before I talk about that. But
Also today is St. Patrick's Day. We are all wearing green. Abbie's very decked out in green. I'm wearing green pants and I have green grapes on my
Harper's
shirt
wearing
too.
a green binky, a green blanket, and a green shirt.
Very cute St. Patrick's boy. He actually does have a good amount of Irish in him.
Oh yeah, I'm Irish.
Because you have
and
Irish
Noah's
and the donor
Irish.
had some Irish, so.
Well, should we try and make lunch while he's sleeping?
I think that's a lovely idea.
We have decided on making salmon. Also, I wanted to address in a video that we posted, was it the night routine where everyone thought my nipple was out? In the night routine, guys, I hate to break it to you and I'm sorry to disappoint, that is not an NIPPLE. That would be a scar that I unfortunately have on my right breast that is in the shape of a nipple.
But you know what? Even if it was, like, it's just a nipple.
Also, my nipple is not that small, you guys.
These were all the potatoes that we had. So
Yeah.
that's all the potatoes that are
It's
gonna go in
okay,
the
it's
salmon
fine.
salad.
It's a little sad.
I propagated a sweet potato, well, 2 sweet potatoes, like right before Harbor was born, and they grew a ton of vines, which is a cool, fun life hack if you want to be like a plant person, you want like lots of vines in your house, but like you don't know where to get plants. Take a sweet potato, put it in a cup of water, it's gonna grow vines. So take a look here. I actually ended up potting it after it grew all these vines. It's going crazy because Abbie has the fan on. But isn't that cool? Free plants.
Look who woke up and had a 10-minute nappy. Do you love St. Patrick's Day in your green shirt? Can you say, Mama? Mama? You want to say hi to Dean? Right, Deanie? Gentle. Oh, that's so nice. You want to give him kisses, Deanie? No, you don't care? Okay. Julia said to show the people, so here you go. It's salmon, avocado, potato, spinach, and Dijon lemon dressing. Delicious. Well, you guys, so I wanted to sit down and talk about how I'm feeling like 6-week postpartum, because I have my appointment with my OB that did my C-section tomorrow. I'm so excited. I really hope that he like clears me and I'm good to go. I didn't realize that I would feel like anything about having to get a C-section after I really wanted my home birth. But I've noticed that I feel like I start to feel things when I see people like get the birth that I wanted, that I didn't get to have. And it's almost like a jealousy feeling, which is weird because I'm not really like a jealous type of person, but I have had some like emotions like about it, but they aren't super bad. I didn't get postpartum depression, thank goodness, but I have noticed that I start to feel like that I wish that that could have been me, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say it's like disappointment, because I'm not disappointed because it's not really my fault what happened, but there are some things that I wish I would have done different. And I feel like when you guys watch the birth vlog, you didn't get the full story kind of about what happened, because I honestly think that if I were to have done some things different, we wouldn't have been in the position that we were in, and maybe I wouldn't have had to get a C-section. Guys, there's some tea to be spilled. Not necessarily tea, but I think there's just some things that we've kind of been like, not hiding from the birth like about our birth, but like kind of just keeping to ourselves.
Yeah.
But as many of you know, I did have preeclampsia.
And that was frustrating for us because Abbie had symptoms and signs of preeclampsia, and she saw them, and she's like a hypochondriac. So she Googled it, and she saw these are symptoms of preeclampsia. So she brought it up to our midwife, and she just immediately dismissed it, you know, without doing any testing. And so that was frustrating.
But I just put my trust, you know, into it because I'm not a doctor. I know nothing about medical stuff, but I was having problems with my vision. I was having pains in my stomach and my rib area, which you guys heard me talk about all the time. It was excruciating. My blood pressure was always high. It was very high too. It wasn't just like my blood pressure was a little bit high. It was very, very high. And the moment that I delivered Harbor, my blood pressure went completely back to normal.
I think in the hospital it was like 160 over 100, something like that. It was like, if you guys know about blood pressure, like it shouldn't be that high. You know? But again, it was kind of a situation where like what else are we gonna do but trust like the person that we hired to have her best interest in mind, right? So
because the moment we got to the hospital, you could tell that the nurses knew that it was dangerous, but they weren't gonna immediately, you know, say C-section. They tried so many things, which I'm so grateful for, because they did try everything they could not to get me into the operating room, and they spent as long as they pretty much could.
After the C-section and everyone was happy and healthy and we were being moved to the other room, one of the nurses that was working with us came in, and she was like, all the nurses were out there just staring at his heart rate screen, just like hoping and just wishing for the best. So like she was just really glad that he was okay. And so but it's kind of stressful to hear that all the nurses are out there like you know?
Like when the nurses are in their pants, like, you know, something is wrong. But I'm glad that they gave me the time to at least try, because I think I would have been disappointed in myself if I didn't have that time to try and have even just a vaginal birth, even if it meant that I had an epidural. That's not how it ended. But I think maybe if I were to have done things different, maybe he wouldn't have had such a low birth weight. And he was stressed in the womb from his heart rate being so low that he did have the meconium, which is when they poop in the womb, if you don't know what that is.
This bad boy.
So just so many things that led up to it that we like didn't want to talk about because they were just kind of like stressful to us. But that's kind of where we were at, and for a long time I just felt kind of like guilty. Like I felt like it was guilty on my conscience that I didn't trust my gut about the preeclampsia and get a second opinion. But at the end of the day, he's alive and he's healthy. But I guess I wish that I didn't have to suffer with all the preeclampsia signs for so long, because that was not fun. Julia hurt her back while working out this morning, per usual.
Didn't.
You were just saying your back hurt.
My back hurts because I was holding him a certain way, and then I was just like sitting on the floor, and so my back hurts. So now I'm making the postpartum lady hold the baby. Hi, Dean. She's like, okay, now that you're not holding Harbor, can you hold me?
Also, because I don't remember, if you guys remember in the birth vlog, the epidural was not working, and you can't have a C-section if they can't numb you, so there was the potential of them putting me under and having to take him out. It finally got working, but during the C-section, I started feeling something in my back. Like I started feeling those like contractions, like a slight cramp, and I told the
anesthesiologist.
And I just almost called her an epiduralist. The anesthesiologist, and she kind of like, you could tell him like in the footage we have, she was kind of like, oh,
I'm starting to feel something in my back.
In your back?
Just move the bed up a little bit.
Okay, now you get some more stuff in your epidural. Yes. Hopefully that will hold us off until we're done here. And we're going to put some medication into your epidural. It's called Derma, okay?
But they had to give me narcotics during that time, and I think that's why I don't remember. Like, it makes me so sad because I really wanted that moment where I could reach down and like pull my baby to my chest, but I was so out of it from those drugs. Like the moment they gave me those drugs, I felt, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't remember so much. I wasn't there. So like, I don't even remember the first time holding Harbor, which makes me like sad. But I try to be like very positive. We try and be positive about the situation. Like we're both okay. But then at the end of the day, like I feel like the mom matters too, and like my emotions about not getting like the birth that I wanted like still matters, even though we're both healthy, you know what I mean?
There's a lot of psychology behind it too, and patients with dementia, women with dementia, they forget so many things. So often they remember their birth because that is such an important memory.
It's like the most powerful thing you can do, like as a woman.
There is a lot of psychology behind like how that affects your relationship with your baby too.
Right.
And so it's really, really, really important that the woman is happy during the birth. And so it was hard.
And I also want other people that have gone through like the same situation that I did that also feel upset, because I've talked to some people on Instagram that went through the same thing, that planned a home birth or planned a natural birth and they ended in C-section, and they have like trauma and PTSD and they need someone to talk to, or they're in therapy, and that's okay.
It's good to know you're not alone.
Yeah, because it does suck, and I do have emotions surrounding it, because one, I don't remember meeting my baby for the first time, and two, it took us a while to like get that like full connection. Like I loved him when when he first came out, because he's my baby, but I feel like it took us that like week or two to actually like get that bond, because I didn't get that like moment. And I feel like that instant skin to skin is what really like bonds the mother and the baby.
Hormones that are released. Yeah.
And I didn't get that.
I tried.
I
asked them if I can hold him and hold his skin up to her face.
Yeah.
And so
you did your best. You did your best.
Do you need to sit down, Julia? I just want her to touch him.
I got told him afterwards, and I have pictures to remember it and video footage by, but we will enter some footage now of like unseen funny moments. After they gave me the narcotics that I asked if he had a big butt?
Yeah, because he had been taken out, but he was over like with the nurses, because they had to suction the meconium out of his lungs.
The downside, because this hard, it causes itching, okay? Itching is totally normal. If the itching is driving you crazy, let them know.
And so we were sitting there, and they were like sewing her back up, and that's when they gave her their narcotics. And so
that's when hit the fan.
She was starting to get a little silly.
silly.
So they were like talking to her and to us about him to try and like, you know, keep her motivated and encouraged. And so they said, I said, because I could see him over there, I said he has big lips. And she goes, does he have a big booty?
Which the other night she was like, oh yeah, when you said that, and I was like, I did not say that. Don't be spreading lies. Don't be spreading false rumors.
That's what started this whole thing.
And she had to pull up the raw footage. We had to go through everything.
Probably not. I'm not sure you're working the glutes.
The poor doctor, after that, time was just like, I had no sense of time. I probably asked him like, what, every 30 seconds if I was done yet? Every 30 seconds.
How much longer of this?
Oh, I'm going 8.5 minutes. Well, let's say, how do I tell you when we're real close? Good? More.
Anyway, that's our update. Those are my feelings, and I think they'll get better with time. This is the only baby that I wanted to have, and it does kind of make me sad that if down the line I wanted to carry another baby, the potential of me having another C-section is really high, because I don't know if I'd be able to have a VBAC, which is where you have a vaginal birth after you've had a C-section, because it can kind of be kind of dangerous. Some people can do it, some people can't. Yeah. So that would be kind of disappointing if I got excited for that again and then I got disappointed again.
Right.
This boy is sleeping. I feel like I'm gonna have a hot flash.
You know what else I wanted to say? We were going to film first 24 hours home with Harbor video.
No, first 24 hours in the hospital, right?
Well, we were gonna film that first. So I have footage of Abbie's first time breastfeeding. I'll put that in here.
Don't remember that.
Well, you were sucking on your hand, no problem. See how he's kind of looks like opening his mouth like this, but you want him to open it nice and big.
It's pretty big, is that good?
Yeah, that is good. I'll be back again in like 10 minutes to check your bleeding.
Thank you so much. You've been awesome.
Oh, you're welcome. That's nice to hear. So,
I had a baby.
What?
I had to have an emergency C-section, but he's here.
How much does he weigh?
You were right. 6 pounds, 6 ounces.
Well, I'm up a little bit, but are you feeling okay?
I feel high.
You look high.
Well, I feel high.
He's doing so good.
You're so smart. I bet I look so freaking crazy
You look
right
beautiful. What you just went through?
Want to know what my biggest fear in life was?
What?
Getting surgery, and I just got surgery.
You just did it. And how do you feel?
Hi.
But you have a baby.
Yeah. Can't wait to tell you guys his name.
I'm so excited.
And I also have footage of, so after she breastfed, I was like, you know what, this is too much work. We just went through all this
That's
stuff.
when everything hit the fan again.
Yes.
Watch our birth vlog if you haven't, because things did not end after the C-section.
Birth story.
Birth story.
So yeah, all that stuff happened. So, and then I didn't want to film at that point. So that is the only thing that I don't have footage of because I was just trying to be really present.
But then we also have us leaving the hospital. We
Because-
probably look a wreck. Like we probably
we
look
do.
the worst we've ever
We
looked
do.
in our entire life. We're like,
So I started filming right before we left the hospital, and then when we got home, we fell asleep and then just stopped filming. But I'll put some footage in here of that too. I just put Harbor in his going home outfit, and he looks so cute. You look very handsome. But Abbie's gonna try and swaddle him. I've been learning how to swaddle while here, but they have, it's just like thin blankets here at the hospital. Do I look dumb in a mask? Do I look better now? You're supposed to wear a mask anytime someone's in the room here, so I don't have to be wearing it when it's just me and Abbie and Harbor. It's just easier because they're in and out of the room so much. What?
so I don't think he likes the car seat very much, but he's actually being kind of content.
He's okay.
He's okay,
He looks like he might be on the verge of crying. But you look cute in it.
So handsome. They're just waiting for a wheelchair for me, and then we can head to the car. I'm so excited.
Harbor's asleep.
He's gonna be outside for the very first time.
Oh, it's actually warm. It feels nice.
It's nice out here.
Do you guys want a picture all together?
What do you think? He could not care less.
Look at that. He's like, I'm cozy.
Okay, did you get it quick?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, and then there should be a red line on the side. You just make sure that's parallel to the ground.
Level to ground line.
Lighting is horrible, but we got a baby in the back, which is crazy. Julia says she's really anxious to be driving.
I can't take any left-hand turns.
Also, we have Julia's mom following behind us because she's gonna help us like get settled in and stuff, which is amazing because I'm scared of the stairs after my surgery. So,
Did you like it?
I love his facial expressions.
car got very dirty.
When I came home to try and clean up, I tried to wash the car, but then it
Don't
get out the windows.
Julia's mom stayed downstairs while we showered. And I feel so much better because I didn't shower the whole time I was at the hospital because when everything happened, I wasn't able to like get up. They wouldn't let me get out of the bed. So I feel so good to have my body washed and just be chilling in bed with the baby. Look at that boy, so handsome. Oh, does he yawn? You sleepy?
He likes to suck on his hands.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
He's so cute. From the second he came out, he was just sitting there sucking on his little hands.
He loves it.
We've been talking for a long time. It's 15 minutes. I
Oh
don't
my
know how
gosh, sorry guys. He's been here all day. Okay. Harbor is sleeping, but I'm gonna go upstairs and put something comfy on because I need to edit a video. So I'm gonna throw my hair up, put something comfy on so I can start editing. You have anything you wanna say?
my ligaments hurt sometimes on my knees. Because I don't know what it is. So I drink kava tea. It
Nice.
helps with it. A little hot tip for any of you that have
Pro tip.
some pain in your knee area. Kava tea is a natural muscle relaxant, so it always helps me.
Going to fill up my cup so I have a lot of water to drink while I edit, but I feel like that is pretty much it.
I transferred Harbor to his crib
Uh-huh.
because he was sleeping in the mom room. It's not really good for him to like get used to sleeping in the mom
Right.
room. So he's in his crib now, and he woke up during the transfer. So fingers crossed, he falls back asleep. Everyone, cross your fingers for
Cross
me.
your fingers. Leave us a crossing fingers emoji in the comments. All right, wifey. Do you have a notification shout out for
I
us?
do. It goes
Uh-oh.
to. Did you hear her cry? Well,
Yeah, Dean's crying. He's crying. All right,
Sounds
we gotta
like
be
Harbor.
quick. This boy is
Go
quiet.
tend to my child. Today's post notification shout out goes to SM. We love you. Thank you so much for having your post notifications turned on. If the rest of you would also like a post notification shout out, all you gotta do is turn on your post notifications by clicking the bell icon next to the subscribe button, and then you might be in our next video.
You didn't say it, and leave a comment letting us
And
know
leave a
you
comment
did it.
letting us know you did it, and you might be in our next video.
You never know. Thanks so much for watching. This baby's crying. Gotta go. Bye.
There goes a sight from my soul.